Obviously, the Gunners are extremely determined to quench their thirst for titles and photos that have lasted for 21 years, and at the same time, to take revenge after the bitter defeat against Man City. However, the golden foot in Premier League is the wall that blocks the deputy leader. In front of Mikel Arteta and his students, Manchester City and Liverpool will always be the ultimate challenges for England's ambitions. With the new season approaching, experts are leaning towards the fact that the EPL Championship race will still be a close race between the three giants Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester City, reenacting the fierce battle of heroes that football fans witnessed at Premier League a few years ago. Before the fierce rotation of the Premier League returns, let's join me, Billy and Arteta to evaluate the overall force, preparation as well as the determination of the three big teams in the 2024 or 2025 season. Will there be any surprises? What are the football teams calculating for the race ahead? Let's find out in today's interesting story. Playing well for most of the season, constantly leading the rankings, but then accepting opponents to lift the championship. That is the cycle of Arsenal in the past 2 seasons. Coach Mikel Arteta has revived the Gunners, bringing a unique attacking style of play. But the 21-year wait for MLS rival fans has not stopped. Of course, to complete the goal of surpassing Manchester City in the new season, the London Gunners have been active in the transfer market throughout the past time. They have continuously aimed at targets that can upgrade and perfect the team's playing style. Calafiore, who stepped into the spotlight at Euro 2024, is the first piece of Mikel Arteta's puzzle for the new season. The Italian has completed his final medical before donning the red shirt. He is considered a valuable contract for the Gunners. Last season, Calafiore was the key factor in Zubolo Naga's miraculous season, helping them reach the Champions League after 60 years of waiting. He has even been nicknamed the new Nesta by many. He would also add versatility to Arsenal's playing style, as he can play well at both left-back and central defense, much like Pep Guardiola's Josko Vardian. In addition to Calafiore, the Gunners are also focusing on the Mikel Merino deal to add quality to their midfield. Last summer, Arteta brought in Kai Havertz in the hope of replacing Granit Xhaka. But he had to return the German to the role of the highest striker on the field. The addition of Merino will be extremely necessary because the Euro 2024 King has a very comprehensive skill set. He can play as a dangerous striker when attacking, but also extremely active in the box. Merino's impressive ability to penetrate the rice is also one of the reasons why Arsenal fans are hoping that he can cross MLS and become an upgraded version of Granit Xhaka. More importantly, the current price of €20 million for the money to return to Spain can be said to be a huge bargain, and a veteran like Edu Gaspar will not ignore such a valuable talent. If the Merino deal can be completed as well as adding a reliable striker, Arsenal will own a squad capable of fighting flat with clean man. Now that the weak positions have been filled, Gunners fans can start dreaming of their team's return to the throne. In contrast to Arsenal, Liverpool are showing quite a bit of silence in the transfer market, as they have yet to make any major personnel additions. However, there has been a big change on the training record as Arne Slot has become Jurgen Klopp's successor at St Anfield. The Reds of the Dreamland have not had any notable goals. Now all eyes are on the new coach Arne Slot. After a few friendly matches at the beginning of the season, it is clear that Liverpool's philosophy will still be maintained in the new era. Sharing about the playing style this season, the new coach Lou Dondu also shared. Our playing style is still trying to develop the ball from the bottom. That's our style, controlling the game, not having to suffer constant penalties. Hopefully that will be our style next season. With Arne Slot's 3, Jurgen Klopp's possession and high pressing will still be there, but in a more solid, safer form. However, without any notable additions, experts are quite worried about Liverpool's ability to compete next season. One of the most obvious weaknesses of the Reds is the lack of a top-class midfielder. Wataru Ando has been consistent enough to justify the price tag to bring him to all-field status. But the Japanese midfielder is clearly not a good long-term option. He is 31 and has only played a handful of games. Liverpool's most likely option is still to sign Messi. The striker position will also be a headache for Ancelotti, as Nunez has been unlucky despite his considerable contribution to the game. The Uruguayan has good vision and a good connection, but his lack of goals is simply too bad for Premier League standards. If these two pressing issues cannot be resolved, Liverpool may have to wait for their second Premier League title. In Manchester, Pep Guardiola is facing many difficulties when many key players are intending to leave. There has been a lot of information about Ederson and Kevin De Bruyne receiving attractive offers from Saudi Arabia, along with Julia Riveret's desire to leave to find playing opportunities. Obviously, after being satisfied with the titles, some of the citizens' heroes are losing some of their motivation to compete, showing signs of age and wanting to find new challenges. The AT team is also urgently looking for replacements if they cannot keep their heroes. Daniel Mo is the latest target to receive the attention of the Premier League king. If the Daniel Mo deal becomes true, Man City may have to say goodbye to some heroes, with the possibility of Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, or the highest probability is Zula Everett. Before that, Man Sang also welcomed Savio, who just had an explosive season with Girona. Although the 20-year-old likes to shoot from the sidelines, using his agility and impressive speed to get past people. Possessing both Doku and Savio, Man City's attack is like a tiger with wings. Any name can make a difference, becoming a constant danger to the opponent's goal. Perhaps with such a perfect system, if they can successfully keep the main pillars, Pep Guardiola's army will still be the #1 candidate for the throne. The only thing the citizens worry about is probably the replacement plan as well as the rotation for Rodri. But with Pep's genius brain, he will have many plans so that football does not have to depend on the Spanish midfielder. In general, Team RCT, although not as generous with money as in previous seasons, will still be the most highly rated football team. Arsenal has had strong support in terms of force in recent years, but the weakness in spirited crucial moments is a barrier for Mikel Arteta's army. Man City is very good, but Arsenal's main force gives the great rival a chance to correct mistakes, and the steadfast spirit of an enemy king always helps Man City have a perfect sprint. With the Reds, they have always been haunted by injuries in recent seasons. Juggernaut's fiery playing style is a double-edged sword that often causes the Coves force to miss. If the Cove and the Gunners cannot overcome these weaknesses, people may see 2 red cushions from the coupe for the Blue Men as usual. Besides the above-mentioned big numbers, Man, Chelsea or Tottenham also have many changes in the squad. However, with their instability, the more suitable target for this group of 3 teams will be the position in the top 4. The Blues had an impressive series of matches at the end of last season with Ngoi no Farmer, but the sudden change in the coaching chair has caused many difficulties for the Stavropolis team. Marseille CAV coach Huop has not yet found a suitable playing style for the Blues. They just suffered a 4-1 defeat against Celtic in a friendly match. Besides, the turmoil in the dressing room of Enzo Fernandez with the French Day group of old players will also be a headache for the Blue of London. On the red side of Manchester, after winning the Europe Cup, they are also preparing to be excited for a new tournament. Newcomer Joro is showing good integration. While Jersey is also a quality addition to compete with Razmihailine in attack. But in a team with many problems like the Red Quarter, it will be difficult to expect stability from Erik ten Hag's army. Perhaps Matthew Schneider's dream of returning to the Bromelic gold medal will still not be able to become a reality in the near future. As for Tottenham, they had an impressive start to last season with the attacking play of Agpostecoglou. But depth is Archie's Achilles heel. Spurs have also added some players in the new season, such as young talent Archie Gray and centre-back Dragustin. But that may not be enough to dream of winning the EPL this season. Overall, Arsenal are the most prepared team ahead of this long season, at least in the transfer market, while both Man City and Liverpool have not made any major additions. So can the Gunners succeed, ending 21 years of bitterness? Will Liverpool be crowned for the 2nd time, or will Man City aim for the 5th consecutive championship? For many people, Bromley has become really boring if Pep Guardiola continues to show his invincibility. That's why neutral audiences put their faith in Arsenal, or to some extent the club. In your opinion, who will be the name that holds the title in the 2024-2025 EPL race? Please comment below so we can discuss. And now goodbye and see you in the next videos.